Time to spill the tea with Spicy V.
Welcome to Spill the Tea with Spicy V. Today we are here with Courtney Revolution, aka our favorite homecoming queen from season 2 of The Circle. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Howdy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have you here. One of my faves watching you on The Circle. You brought the entertainment, you brought the heat. Like, talk about entertaining. You must hear this all the time.
People were very nice to me offline, and I really appreciate that. Shout out to my IRLs.
Yes, you deserved it. You owned it. Like, real recognizes real. I always say that. And like, that's like with you and Sav. You guys knew. Like, you know what I mean? You can tell when people are like, you know, who they really say they are. You know what I mean?
I just want to say I'm very glad that I'm still friends with her after the show, or else I look real stupid present day.
Oh my gosh. It's actually so funny you say that because you did go hard for your girl. Yes, I was so happy she came to see you. Like, just like so you both could be relieved that like all like the hard work you did for each other wasn't like for someone you didn't even think.
Oh my God, imagine not even being 100% sure that like my girl was behind that picture. And when that door opened, I said, I was right. My mind is powerful.
I couldn't even imagine that. Courtney Revolution, how did you come up with that name? That's a sick ass name. You're right when we were introduced to you on The Circle, you were wearing the red revolutionary sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that shirt? So I'm just wondering where that all comes from. What's that?
It comes from me being a dusty old millennial. No, have you ever heard of MySpace? People would have like their names like Kiki Destruction or Debbie Downer, and mine, I didn't want mine to be alliteration. So I was like, my name's already long, Courtney. Let's make it Courtney Revolution. Like,
what really killed me was Jack when he saw your profile on The Circle, like in the show, he responded being like, oh yeah, we would be great friends, like in real life. Like, I'm just wondering how this responds to real life.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I love me some Jack Atkins. He is like one of like my little brothers. He's like my big younger brother because he's way taller than I am. And I feel like everyone needs like a little fun frat boy in their lives. Like Jack is always down for the group picture. He's always down to come to dinner. He always brings really good fun vibes. Shout out to Jack. Jiggity Jack.
Shout out Jack. Jiggity Jack. Okay. Yes, I love that. Aw. And who else do you like vibing with, like from the Circle crew? Doesn't even have to be like your season. Like you all hang out.
Oh my God. I love that you said all seasons because a lot of times they lock me down to my own season. I love Kay and James from season 3. I love Matt from season 3. Oh my God, I love him. Season 4, I love me some Frank. I mean, so many of them. Season 5, Chaz, Raven. I just met them. Sam recently. They are just
the casting people are lit. Like they know how to cast some good people. Like
they deserve awards.
Like I feel like they have this really fun like modern spin, or like not even like modern, but like people like you can actually relate to. Like you know what I mean? Where you're like, I get it.
For me, I'd never seen anyone like myself on reality TV before. So I enjoy that since I've been on the show, I've seen more people like me.
And you had Lance Bass on your season.
Show did. I got NSYNC on my shirt.
Your shirt. I saw you wear that. And I was like, I wonder if Courtney's doing this on purpose. But obviously we have to talk about that. Did you for any second think it was actually Lance Bass?
Absolutely not. And that is no shade to my homegirl, Miss Lisa, who I love dearly. She's another one that like, oh my God, y'all wouldn't expect. I love me some Lisa. That's my girl.
Yeah, she seems great.
I think the Circle made a mistake that y'all never saw. So like y'all saw us like react to, oh my God, Lance is in the Circle. But when we filmed it, it said Lance Bass has joined the Circle. And I immediately looked up to the camera and I said, well, why the hell would y'all put his full name if it was really him? That ain't Lance Bass. And they tried to convince me, oh no, babes, no, it's really Lance. What do you think? I said, that is not Lance Bass.
Because it was the only person with a last name?
Yeah, they had put like Lance Bass. I said, now y'all should know I'm smarter than that.
I am dying. That is some tea, honey.
Hey, cut that out.
Is there anything else you could think of off the top of your head that like we might just not have seen?
Probably the number one thing was I felt like near the end, y'all would never know that I definitely was finding myself in situations where I should be fighting Chloe, but because she was my gal, I resisted at every turn to the point that y'all would never realize that her and I specifically near the very end were supposed to crack.
Yeah, damn.
And I was like, Nor babes. I was like, no, that's my girl. Yeah, I lied on her. But yeah, that's still my girl.
Do you think it was Chloe right away? Like when you saw her profile?
Okay, here's the thing. I hadn't seen Too Hot to Handle up until that point. So actually in the beginning, I wanted her gone because I said, now why would they get somebody on this show that's going to call themselves an influencer? I didn't realize until Savannah came and told me, and she said, I just watched the show. Oh. That's her. She was right.
Yeah. That's she was right. In the very beginning, like literally the first, second, or third episode, Savannah was willing to save Terralisha over you before, like before they got into it. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's so funny, like that obviously wouldn't be the case to like later on in the season, right? So one person could be your bestie 1 second, the next you're freaking plotting.
The circle is a game of maximizing little things. I tell people this all the time. If you can find a little crack in someone's armor on the circle, oh my God, go and tell everybody. Because then that person's going to go home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys have your podcast. Are you guys still doing podcasts together?
Yes. Right now it's on a little bit of a break, but we have plans to bring it back and get more of the tea from the reality community.
Oh my gosh. Yes. You had like motherfucking A-listers. Like you had Selling Sunset. Oh my God.
We were having a little bit too much fun.
That's okay, but that's what the people want. Like what do you like? That's what a podcast is about, getting personal, like, you know, let us know what's going on. Like, you're trying to get in the head of the people who are on TV. Like, there's something so fascinating about getting the information right from the source. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that reminds me of someone else I'm obsessed with who I have to talk to you about because I saw you guys in a picture together and I'm like, fucking Melinda?
Oh, that's my girl. She's lovely.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry, fangirl. I love her.
She's great. I met her at the Netflix reality
game.
Yeah, and
I want to talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead,
Everyone was there. Congratulations on being there, getting that invite. Like you said, it was, you know, what's different in your life now is you get to go to these events and hang out with cool people. You're fucking playing games with celebrities.
My life feels like That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. that was like the first time we had all like crossed over and like did a big thing before. And the whole day was just like, I was like, oh my God, Cameron and Lauren from Love is Blind. Because like, you know, they're like the it couple of Netflix.
Yeah, they are.
Like Too Hot to Handle had just come out. And so I was like, I had just watched it, Melinda season because of Chloe. So I was like, oh, let me watch this. And then immediately after that, oh my God, Melinda and Jace. Like I love them and love her specifically. She's great.
I also saw that you went to the Proud Family season 2 premiere. Are you kidding me? God. Like what kind of like what the
Let me tell you something. One, I was super excited to go to that because I don't know how they just emailed me. Like Disney was like, girl, come to the Proud Family premiere. I said, yes. And then when I arrived, I was like, is Kyla Pratt gonna be? And the guy was like, oh, yeah, Kyla Pratt's gonna be here. Duh. And so while we were eating, because they had a delicious soul food moment, I saw Kyla Pratt with my own eyes. I didn't speak because I was terrified. She was eating. She was with her people. She was eating. But I was like, oh my God, I love Kyla Pratt. One-on-one in Proud Family. Oh, my childhood. I love her.
I literally love that show. My favorite was like Uncle Bobby or whatever. I would always just run around. Oh, dysfunctional. That's awesome. So you actually got to see the first 2 episodes because it's not out yet, right?
Yeah, they showed the first 2 episodes and it was great. It like picked up from a cliffhanger from the previous season.
Oh, good.
And like took the show to a whole new level. I love the storytelling of the Proud Family.
Yeah.
Really
oh
great.
my God, they're hitting all the like topics and all like they are doing their thing. I love the way they
don't miss that.
Yeah, I know that's right. What do you think was the hardest part about being in the circle? Like, did you get to like release?
Not really. Not release. Not me screaming into this microphone. Not release. I'm gonna say this. You are always filmed. However, when you go into the bathroom, you can, when you use the bathroom, you go in and you say, hey, I'm using the bathroom, and they turn the cameras up. So if you wanted to release in the shower, you could. However, even though they could not see you, I hope you're not loud because there's literally microphones dangling from the shower head.
That is so funny.
So that's my answer.
What do you think is like the biggest misconception about you?
I think honestly, the biggest misconception about me is that I'm mean, overly obnoxious 24/7, and that I hate Black women. Easily top. Oh yeah, for sure. After the Circle, I was labeled like misogynist and anti-Black and all sorts.
People will do anything. People will do anything.
Yeah, of course. I get that. I'm like such a fan of reality TV that like I didn't expect to be like dragged when the show came out, but I knew that if I was being dragged, I would take my lashings and, like I said in my previous answer, continue to get this money. And
that's right.
Mission accomplished. No time.
So, mission accomplished. And my last question for you is just kind of around like relationships between like the Circle and other franchises. So like the Big Brother, the Challenge, like is there any spilted tea there? Is there any rivalries? Is there any hookups? Like I
not the hookups.
Yeah, hookups.
You know what? I don't have any beef with any of the people from the other franchises. But I do think that there was a tweet that I saw from a Big Brotherer. I won't say which one. And it was someone that I had like, they had tweeted something to the effect of like, when you meet someone and then you like find out that they were like awful on their season of their show or whatever. Oh. And to my knowledge, if I'm remembering correctly, I had like just met that individual like within a week. No. And I was like, huh. And your ass wasn't even a finalist. See, that's why your ass lost. Now look at that. If it was about me, it's stupid as shit, especially because to this person, I was very nice. I'm nice to everybody. I'm always cordial, kind to everybody. So that's probably the biggest misconception is that I'm just not nice. And if you know me, that just don't add up.
I'm having so much fun kikiing with you. So now is your chance. If you have a question for me, if you have a question, I'm happy to answer one if you have one.
I guess I want to ask you, if you were to do the Circle, would you do it alone or with someone else? And would you play as yourself or as a catfish?
This is such a good question, and I hate that I've thought about this as much as I have. That
I know you have.
I would 100% be playing alone as Rohan. You know Rohan from my season, right? Yeah.
Okay. That was actually a really good answer.
That was a good question. I love you.
I'm prepared.
Yes, you're always keeping it going. Thank you so much for coming on Spill the Tea with Spicy V. I had so much fun.
Listen, I had a blast and a glass. Full blast.
Hey!
Click that subscribe button for more spice.